How are we all doing, everybody? So today we're looking at the Emiru situation once again. Some new stuff has come out with MIZKIF responding to Emiru's original video about, about the accusations being made towards MIZKIF. Now, a lot of people, at least from what I was able to see, I say a lot of people, by the way, this is like 2-3% of people, still quite a bit, but on Twitter was saying that, like, saying stuff like, well, Emiru could easily make this up. Emiru could easily make these screenshots up nowadays. It's not hard to do so anymore. Yada, yada, yada. Well, it doesn't matter because MIZKIF has just admitted to pretty much the majority of what's going on here. He has admitted to being controlling. He has admitted to being violent. And he has admitted to quite a lot of stuff, to be fair, actually. And I thought I'd go...
At this point, he's just digging his own grave.
So in Emiru's video, she said that that MIZKIF has punched walls and slammed doors aggressively numerous times. Now, from Emiru's point of view, from the viewer's point of view, how do you believe this? Well, it doesn't matter because MIZKIF decided to admit to it. He says in his video that Emiru has thrown plushes and clothes at him, and as a response, he would sometimes hit the walls, like punch walls and slam doors aggressively. I don't know how you are supposed to compare a girl throwing clothes and plushes at you, and how you were meant to compare that to you then smashing walls and slamming.
At this point, I don't think anything he's done is justified.
I don't know how that comparison even how that even sounded like damage control, because it isn't. It was laughable. It's laughable that was the response that he gave. But yeah, he gave that response. It's stupid. I think it's stupid. I like to be non-biased on this, but I feel like anyone with a brain cell would say that comparison is stupid. It's stupid. What? I don't know. I don't know why he said that. So the next thing that the MIZKIF and Emiru thing, this would be something that is sort of connected, which is that Emiru said in her stream that MIZKIF was going to basically use the threat of telling everybody that she abuses her rabbits if she didn't comply or do certain things, behave or whatever that he was on about. MIZKIF just basically confirmed this by saying that Emiru does do this. Again, we don't know that Emiru does do this. It's up to you whether or not you want to believe either side. Like I said, we're trying to remain non-biased, and it doesn't seem like there's any evidence from either side, although, I don't know. I feel like you could be the judge of this, considering what this video is and some of the stuff he says later on as well, because it is wild. It is wild. Another thing that Emiru said in her stream is that he would be obsessively hate watching my stream. Almost every time that I've been live this year, he believed I still wanted him, asked other guys if I had slept with anyone, and she also goes on about how there were situations where if she was performing too well in her streams, he would get jealous and act.
Yeah, I think most of this boils down to just a jealousy thing, because in the last video, she said how he would get mad over her having higher viewership than him, and that was kind of the main reason for all the abuse. So yeah, I think it just boils down to a jealousy thing.
Angry at her. This was something that Emiru had said. Now, this is being backed up not by Emiru or MIZKIF, but loads of people have started highlighting old clips of MIZKIF, showing signs of this anger coming out in him on stream, which is interesting. It's interesting that, the people have found the evidence, and it didn't even take MIZKIF or Emiru to sort of, either defend or attack this point. The fans have just straight up found clips of him being a bit of a dick. So yeah, I'll let you be the judge of that one as well. Now, this next bit is disgusting, and this is kind of what made me really pissed off about MIZKIF, because it's just the tone of his voice and the way he delivers this that kind of really riles me up, because it just sounds so disingenuous, and it seems as if everything that Emiru says, he wants to confirm it's true, but he wants to give an explanation on why it's not as bad as it is.
It doesn't matter what he tries to justify, it's not justified at all. And I think it's funny that he even responded, because there's no like, I'm be honest, there's no coming back from this. His YouTube career, streaming career, that's out the window. Responding isn't going to do anything to help.
And this is another thing that he said, or Emaru said at first, was that MIZKIF would throw water bottles and throw like his phone at her. Now, as a response, he said, she brushed over that I threw water bottles or my phone near her, but that wasn't during fights. It would be me throwing my phone on my bed when I brushed her. She did tell me she got a bruise and I stopped. Now, Emaru claims that this bruise...
What? Somebody fact check this.
...was actually a black eye. So yeah, that's, very concerning. And the fact is that he seems to just be in this weird, like, middle ground where it's like, he doesn't want to deny these things, but he also doesn't want to go full stretch and, actually say what it is. But the fact that you're throwing your phone and water bottles is kind of stupid anyway. Why would you be doing that in the first place? I don't know, man. This one rubbed me the wrong way because he just came across as a bit of a dick when he was talking about this part. Now, of course, if that wasn't believable or not, if we didn't just want to go...
He's just in a bad position. He doesn't know really how to respond. He shouldn't have responded at all. If anything, the response video, I watched it separately. It was horrible. And like you said, his tone of his voice just didn't sound very genuine almost. It sounded like he was trying to just cover himself up.
For Emaru's side of the things, more people are starting to talk about MIZKIF and come out about him. There are quite a lot of people on Twitter that have been talking about it. Ice Poseidon, of all people, came out and dropped some DMs. You could be the judge of these DMs and whether or not you want to claim that these are a cancelable offence. It is entirely up to you. And other people have come forward about their experience knowing that certain situations were going on between them, such as Asmongold. Of course, if you don't like Asmongold, that's fine. I know there's a massive, diversity between people that like him and people that don't like him. That's fine. I'm just reporting what is being said about this situation. And he also admits to being controlling, which is kind of weird. I mean, he just straight up says that he was controlling and he should have ended the relationship because of it, and he apologizes again. I mean, it's just...
Apologizing was not the move at all.
One thing after another. It's just Emaru says something, he admits it, but it's not that bad because this is how it actually happened. And then he tries to give like a really crap excuse as to why it happened. I mean, the phone one is just stupid. It's just dumb. It's dumb. If you're throwing your phone on the bed constantly, or whatever you supposedly say, then how did you suddenly hit Emaru with it? Why would you even throw a phone or a water bottle in her general direction? Like, you complain about her throwing plushies and clothes at you, but you think it's acceptable to throw bottles of water and a phone at her. That's kind of stupid, man. Like, that's really stupid. And in Emaru's stream, she mentions how there was a situation where they were cuddling or say or something like that, and MIZKIF tries to get on top of her. She screams, and he runs off, basically non-apologetic and stuff. He responded to this, and the topic was, what he said was, I started to advance to the next stage because I thought that's what she wanted. Now, I'm going to say this immediately because this is one of the most annoying things I hear from people. And I don't care if you agree with this philosophy or not. If you are a guy and if you want to make the next move on a woman, just ask her. It takes less than a second to say...
This is like getting very close to just being flat out.
Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? You do not need to make advancing movements on somebody when there is no signal that you should be doing so in the first place. I get that back in the day, even nowadays, some women like it. Some women like when the man takes the step, the step and all that. But in a world where accusations are so goddamn haunting to men, you should just ask the woman. Just ask her if she wants to get involved in this. Don't just assume, which is what you decided to do here. Regardless, MIZKIF said that Emaru said that she yelped. I immediately sprung up and was scared I did anything wrong. I apologize if that made Emaru uncomfortable. Sorry, mate.
So he's apologizing to his audience, effectively, but not apologizing to Emaru herself.
Can't apologize after she calls you out for it. because you're trying to do damage control. That should have been said way before this video. It should have been said during the same day that you did it. Why are you leaving it now to say, oh, well, if you were uncomfortable, I apologize? That is stupid. You shouldn't be doing that. You should have said sorry a long time ago. I don't care how you approach dating. I don't care how you approach being a man and getting with a woman. You should just ask the woman. It takes less than a second to get consent from a woman. And on top of that, there was also some stalking problems that were going on. But I won't go into them too much. You should just go watch Emaru and go watch MIZKIF's video at this point to understand what we are looking at here. I just want to address the big main points that kind of made me furious when I was actually watching the MIZKIF live stream, because I think it's stupid. But yeah, I said I'd be non-biased on this topic, and I genuinely am trying to be, but he comes across as such a dick in his apology video. And the thing is that near the end of the video, he starts talking about how he has more secrets to destroy other streamers with, and says something along the lines of like, he's got nothing left to lose. It just comes across as childish. It comes across as a child throwing a temper tantrum. Temper tantrum, sorry about that. It comes across as that. And it comes across as he's just trying to cause as much damage now because he realizes none of his lies are going to work. Yeah, I mean, what else is there to say on this matter? It's just, everything he's admitted to is just wrong. It's disgusting. It's not even a case.
I don't even think Emaru needs to respond, because I think he kind of made it worse for himself with that response video.
Case of being non-biased now. He is just admitting, and it's not even a good like response.
Yeah.
Half of these things aren't even comparable. You can't compare Emaru throwing plushies and fucking clothes around and compare it to you punching walls like and slamming doors in them. Like, it's not even a comparison. But he just straight up admits to it as if it's like, oh, well, this is going to fix the issue. If I say this, it's suddenly going to make me and her seem like the bad guy and not like, you know, one's worse than the other. But it just comes across as he's worse in every single part. Now, yeah, I mean, that's all I'm going to look at for now. There are some people coming out about this, talking about their experiences with MIZKIF. It's not looking good for him. And obviously, like, I don't know, man. I feel like if you have a remote brain cell, I mean, yeah. I mean, if you could have a remote brain cell, you would realize that, like, this is just a terrible response stream from him. The final thing I want to say before I end the video is something that got me questioning a bit. You called her an animal abuser because she would mistreat her rabbits, leaving them outside in stupid degree temperature. But then I asked the question, why didn't you do anything about it? Why did you just sort of observe that this happened and that was it? It seems a bit, I don't know, it seems a bit thing, right? That you would witness this, you would see that she's supposedly abusing them, but you wouldn't do anything about it. Why is that exactly? That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. And of course, like I said, that's the only point that we don't have any evidence pointing towards, which is the supposed animal abuse. So that's left up in the air. Everything else, he sort of admits to it, or is just dumb enough to make comparisons that aren't even comparable, trying to make it seem like both are worse than each other. But honestly, it just comes across as him being worse. But yeah. That's the video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Let me know if you want me to make more videos like this.